everybody, I'm Gandhi with Elvis Duran and the Morning Show, and I am with my friend Elena Besser, who is an amazing chef. She's going to teach me how to make sesame coconut shrimp using nothing but the DeLonghi air fryer. Elena, are you ready for this?
Oh, I've never been ready for anything more in my entire life. I'm like, yes, I'm so ready. Let's do this. Thank you so much for having me. It's awesome to be cooking with you. This recipe is made in the DeLonghi oven with the air fry function, because this is also an air fryer, which I'm a huge fan of. What my favorite part though is that this doesn't even need to preheat. So once we're ready to go, we just turn it on, cook the shrimp, and this whole entire dish ends up coming together in about 15 minutes. So whether you're making it for yourself or you're trying to host some friends, this is a really amazing dish to have on hand. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we have all of our shrimp patted dry and we have our dredging station ready to rock. So we have our flour and salt mixture first. We've got our egg wash, which is just egg with a little bit of water in it that's been scrambled. And then our breading, which is a combination of coconut flakes, sesame seeds, and panko breadcrumbs. The panko breadcrumbs are my favorite touch because they add a really nice, airy, light, even more crunch to the shrimp itself. And then we also have a few other ingredients here that are going to go as garnishes for our shrimp. But let's start breading these things. What do you say?
I'm in.
Let's actually start by taking a little nonstick cooking spray and spraying it into the dry basket that comes with the DeLonghi. So this is awesome because it allows heat to come from all sides and still really give us that fried experience, but without all that extra oil. So what we're going to do once we have that ready to rock is we are going to start by taking our shrimp and putting it into the flour and salt mixture first. Then we will lift that out, shake off any excess, and put it into the egg wash, and we'll let the egg drip off, and then we will lay it into that beautiful coconut sesame panko breading, kind of pat it on to make sure that it sticks nicely, and then we will lay it into our fryer basket. So we're just going to continue repeating this.
I know that obviously, you know, DeLonghi has set all of this up for us, but I am not kidding you. That machine is my favorite thing in the world. I've told my boyfriend he needs one and he has one. My sister now has one and I have one, because you can make all kinds of things. We're obviously going to use the air fry function right now, but it has a function for toast, bagels, pizza. I mean, whatever you want, bake, broil, like it has all the settings in one little spot.
Yes, it's awesome. I mean, I think that we both live in New York, the classic issue of the small New York City apartment, and being able to have a small, compact oven that gets all of those functions done really is a game changer for me. I mean, I love that I can make pizza in this thing. It's awesome. I was actually just making cookies in this thing earlier. And what's nice too is if you are entertaining a lot of people, you're able to, you know, make the most of it. Create your appetizer in here. You could even roast a whole chicken inside of this thing and put it on the air fry function at the end to really get that nice crispy skin on the exterior. But yeah, I'm a really big fan. I can't get enough of this.
And if you haven't air fried something before, and it might seem like a little intimidating just because of the word fry, trust me, like this is nothing but pushing a button. And it's like Elena said, it heats up immediately. There's no real prep time. And frying things just makes them taste so much better. We all know that, right?
So much better. And what's great too is that we don't need to worry about all of that extra oil and fat that we otherwise would get if we were doing a traditional frying function. But with the air fryer, it just has this rapid air circulating technology that gives you that crispy crunch anyway. So lay all of our shrimp into the basket. I would say you probably want 3 rows of that 4 shrimp here. And once that is all ready to rock, what we're going to do is we're just going to very delicately spray them with some more cooking spray. And the reason why is because we want to still get that nice golden exterior, and we do need just a touch of oil present to make sure that we get it on the exterior. So I have my last
exactly like you said, all of that excess oil and the fat and the ickiness that you don't want from frying, you don't have to deal with this. That's probably one of my favorite parts.
It is a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. I agree. Okay, so now that we are all done, the next step is spraying our shrimp. So I'm just gonna set my dredging station aside with my cutting board, and we will get to making all of our garnishes, but first we gotta pop these into the air fryer. So all you gotta do, open it up, slide it right in. The rack slides in perfectly. And then what we're going to do is we are going to make sure we are set to the air fry function. We want 5 minutes. This is gonna cook for a total of 10 minutes, but we're gonna do 5 minutes per side. Set, and then we want it at 450, and then all you gotta do is just press start. And we are rocking and rolling. Also too, what's great, if you didn't know, if you want even more of your friends and family to get this DeLonghi air fryer, there is a deal going on right now on Amazon. You can get $10 off, which, I mean, the deals when they're available, you gotta grab them because you don't know if they'll run out. So like, go get it while you can as I sip on my espresso.
So this thing comes with a round tray specifically for the pizza. And you would look at it and think, how's that even going to fit in there? Oh, but it does perfectly. It's amazing.
It really does. And I love that it also comes with a basket. It has a ton of really cool different attachments, so you can just keep on going, keep on getting as creative as you want within this one small oven. Okay, so while we are waiting for the shrimp to cook before we flip it, and by the way, can I just mention, like, it barely sounds like anything. It is so quiet.
Yep.
Very key. Okay.
The only thing I can hear, because I do this to my food while it cooks, I stare at it. The only thing you can even kind of hear is maybe when it gets warm, just a slight little crackle of the fried food. It's amazing.
Exactly. Just that sweet, sweet, delicate sound of the crackle of the fried food. So while this is finishing up, let's get all of our garnish ready to go, but let's start by making our sauce. So I don't know about you, but I am such a sauce. I mean, why would I even ask? Your Instagram handle is Phoebe.
Sauce is my favorite food group. If there was one, if it was a food group, that would be the one. Like, I love sauce. It's my favorite.
Your Instagram handle is like one of my all-time favorite things. This woman is going to be my friend.
We are.
So, of course, we have to make a sauce, and it is hot indeed. So what we're going to do is we're just going to combine a little bit of sweet Thai chili sauce, which has a little bit of heat in there, but also a really nice sweetness, which brings out those flavors in the coconut. And we're going to add some soy sauce. So all we got to do is just grab a spoon, mix that together. This is about 1/4 cup of chili sauce with 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Always be tasting. If you want it to be a little saltier, add a little more soy, but this is the ratio that I enjoy. So then a little fun tip for plating. I always like transferring the sauce into a new ramekin so that we don't get any of those messy edges, and it looks
good idea.
Not quality and cheap. So just place that onto whatever plate you plan on serving that shrimp on. And then next up, we are going to slice our lime. So what I like to do is just start at the root, and we're gonna cut it lengthwise in half. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut those halves in half. So we're gonna end up with quarters. And then another little restaurant quality trick is, see this white seam that's running along the side? You can just use your knife and slice that off, and you are left with like the most gorgeous lime wedge you ever did see. And if you're serving multiple people, feel free to cut those wedges again so that you're left with 8 instead of 4. It is entirely up to your preference.
Oh, it looks so much better without that little white line too.
Right? Doesn't it look great?
Yes, it does. It's fancy. Ooh.
Be fancy.
Pretty.
Okay, so now that we have that ready to go, I think, the sound of the shrimps.
There they go.
So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some tongs. You're gonna need a kitchen towel to make sure that you can pull this out without burning yourself, because it is nice and hot. It's doing what we want it to do. And we will open this up. Ooh, baby, it smells amazing. And we're just gonna spread it out halfway, not all the way though. And then with some tongs, just very delicately flip these shrimp. Because the goal here is that we want every single edge of this shrimp to be golden brown. In culinary school, my culinary school instructor used to go around to us and say, "What's your favorite color?" And we'd all have to go, "Golden brown."
I mean, when it comes to food though, I think that's accurate.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff do you like making at home?
So I like making, there's some things that I can make really well, and then for the rest of it, I'm terrible. Twice baked potatoes are my kind of specialty at the moment. I like stuffed peppers.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then, you know, like, obviously the basic quesadillas and tacos, we can do that.
I love everything that you're saying. Okay.
I always feel like anybody who lives with a chef or is friends with a chef is the luckiest person in the world, because they just get amazing food all the time. And I'm sure that's the case in your household.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I mean, that's part of the reason why I love to do what I do, is because I get to feed the people that I love and make them happy. Food is such a great connector, and it's an instant way to provide people with joy. So
it really is.
It's a fun job. So now that we've sprayed the other side, we're just going to put the shrimp back, and we're going to set the oven again to the air fry function, back to the 5 minutes set, and then 450 set, and then press start. It's ready to rock. So while that's happening, we're so close to being done, but we still have to chop up our peanuts. So today we are using roasted salted peanuts. You can use any type of roasted salted nut that you have on hand. Cashews go really great with this too. It really just depends on what you have lying around. So I just like taking them onto a cutting board and taking a sharp knife and just running my knife across them, because the goal here with this garnish is just to add even more texture and crispy. Every time I'm making a dish, I always like to think about the things that I can add to it to just give it maximum flavor. So I always think about texture. I think about the acidity, what the limes are there for. I think about if we want to add any sweetness, any herbaceous elements, which is what we're putting the cilantro in. And then you can really have your guest or whoever's doing it choose their own adventure of how they want to do it. But what's fun with this is, since we chopped it up, what I like to do is take the shrimp, dip it into the sauce, and then put some peanuts on the sauce, and the peanuts will stick to the sauce, and it just creates an epic flavor experience.
Now, you told me too, if you aren't really comfortable with cutting the peanuts, because that could get tricky, you can just take something and smush them, right?
You absolutely can. You can just take like a heavy bottomed pot or cast iron and all you have to do is just kind of lean down, and it will crush all those peanuts up really well.
Look at that.
Isn't that a stunning trick? It's a good one. It's a good hack.
It's a really, really good one. That actually is what I did. I tried to cut them just now, and I felt like it was better to smush them, like you said. So look at this. Look how smushed they are.
Yes, they look perfect. So now we're just going to add those peanuts to the side of the plate. If you want, you can even put a few into the sauce for a little extra garnish. It's entirely up to you though. And then the last thing to do is take your bunch of cilantro and just grab like a healthy handful and then twist. Just twist it right off. A little torn experience. And then what I like to do is just place it right under the ramekin that has the sauce on it. So it just gets nicely tucked in and it looks like it's almost growing out of the sauce ramekin.
That's cute.
Cute, right?
This is the best because it's combining food, which is my favorite thing, and art, which is my other favorite thing. How satisfying.
Well, we eat with our eyes first, so we gotta make it look pretty. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is nice. Okay.
So our plate is looking really gorge and our shrimp is getting super close to being done.
Can I ask you one other thing really quickly?
Yeah.
What is your background as far as being a chef? How did you get into this and where are you right now?
Oh, great question. So I actually studied theater and film in college. I went to Northwestern for undergrad and I always thought I was an actor. I did a lot of like entertainment news reporting starting when I was 14. And when I was in college and got my own apartment, I got super into cooking and entertaining and having people over. And I ended up moving to New York to run the video department at this food media company. And while I was there, I just wanted to learn as much as I could about food and I became obsessed with it. So I decided to leave the job and go to culinary school. And then I cooked at this restaurant in Brooklyn called Lilia for a little bit over a year and just really honed my skills there, learned absolutely everything I possibly could. And then eventually decided that oh my goodness, my elevator pitch the beep happened. I gotta keep it to 1 minute, Gandhi.
1 minute.
But yeah, so now luckily I am very fortunate that I get to cook on TV. I'm on Cooking Channel and Food Network, and it is combining both of my passions into one, and I'm just so grateful for it. But what about you? Wait, so while we take the shrimp out, I want to hear your story. Tell me about your career.
Oh man, it happened by accident. And I think it's still sort of happening by accident and I'm lucky and I love it. But I started as an intern in college and then I moved from Miami, Florida to a place that was not nearly as, poppin'. And I was kind of bored. And one of my best friends sent me an internship paper to fill out because she said, I think you're going to like this. You might like radio. So, okay, cool. So I checked out the internship and I started as an intern and then here we are. Yeah, so I owe everything to her. Elise, I love you. She is my best friend in the whole world, but that's how it happened and I love it.
Surround yourself with people that are going to lift you up. That
Always.
Is the life motto for sure. Okay, how
amazing
are these looking? They are golden. They're perfectly cooked through. They're nice and tender. And what I like to do is just stack them. Height is key to a beautiful dish. Stack them on top of each other. So
these look unreal. This is unbelievable. Can I show you my plate?
It's crazy that we did this in 10 minutes in the air fry oven.
This is crazy.
It's time to taste. Oh my gosh, yours looks gorgeous.
I'm so happy. And they're like piping hot.
Oh. Wow, that steam moment. That's what we're looking for here. They look stunning. Here, I'll show you.
I'm so excited. Yep. Oh, that looks awesome. I might need to add some more cilantro.
Yeah, why not? Just fluff it.
Why not? Make it pretty. That's amazing. Yeah. Are you ready to try it? Are they hot? Are we going to burn our mouths?
Or anything in my life. Let's do this. So I'm going to squeeze a little lime over the top. Then I'm going to dunk the shrimp in the sauce. I'm going to put some peanuts on there and then finish it with a piece of cilantro. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Mwah. Yep.
Wow.
That's perfect.
So good.
I say with a mouthful because I'm going to keep eating this.
It is tender, it's juicy, it has a little bit of that sweetness, but a really nice heat. The texture of this coconut and sesame seeds, they're perfectly toasted and crunchy. The peanuts add a nice little extra crunch at the end, and the cilantro and lime really just freshen it up.
This is unbelievable.
You crushed it. I'm so impressed. You're a great cook. What are you talking about?
You're a great teacher. That's the only reason. You made it very easy.
Well, this has been so much fun. Again, just as a reminder, Amazon, $10 off. If you want this DeLonghi air fryer oven, check it out. You're the best. This has been awesome. I can't wait to cook with you again. We got to do this again soon.
I'm down anytime. I just want you to say on camera that you promised to be my friend, because all I want is a chef friend who is awesome and cool and does this wonderful stuff and teaches me things.
Done.
Yes. You can't back out now.
We cheers on it. We cheers.
Oh.
Pinky cross with our shrimp, you know?
Totally. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to take a picture of it and post it for the gram.
Yeah, same. You are the best. Thank you, DeLonghi, for creating such gorgeous products. I mean,
Seriously.
not hard at all. This was awesome.
It is. Thank you so much, Elena.
Thank you, Gandhi. I will see you the next time we cook together.
Absolutely.